Frank, here we are again. How do you prepare for this one?
Look, no different than previous years. You know, we were lucky enough to have the week off this week, so it gave us a bit of extra time to rest over the weekend. But we still trained, and we've gone through our usual preparation. And we trained last night, and a little video session tonight, and then we're into it tomorrow.
In terms of starting 11, how close are you to full strength?
Oh, look, when you lose people like Forst and Catanat throughout the year, you're always pushing it. So, I mean, if you're talking starting 11 full strength, no. Having said that, 11 that we've got, absolutely confident with who we've got in there and the guys coming off the bench.
How much did the guys take out of that performance 2 weeks ago?
Oh, look, I think we've derived a lot of confidence from that. I think we've been building to that, all season. I still don't think we've done it for 90 minutes, and I think that's the next step for us. But look, to be perfectly honest, I think the guys are really happy with the way they went about it for 50 or 60 minutes. Obviously, Canberra FC threw the kitchen sink at us in the second half, and that was hard to hold out. But no, they're pretty good.
You never know what's going to happen on the grand final day, do you?
Oh, you do. You wake up nervous, and then no one talks to you for like the next 6 hours. But apart from that, look, I mean, you can never plan for it. I mean, case in point, last year, we were doing a team talk, and one of our players, who's a policeman, got called out to an assignment during the team talk. So, all the preparations that we had around him went out the window. So, yeah, true. You can't plan for everything.
Do you still get as nervous as you did the first time, or have you kind of got used to it now?
Oh, look, you still get nervous. I think it comes more from expectation, and more the expectation that we put on ourselves. I mean, if you don't have that buzz coming into a grand final, you're probably not. You probably shouldn't be doing it anymore. So, look, it's exciting, and you look forward to it, and there's anticipation and all those sort of things. So, yeah, it's still a buzz.
You blokes have got the wood on Deakin in grand finals. Why do you think that is?
Gee, I don't know. I really don't know. I think it just guess it happens. We've done pretty well in a lot of finals against a lot of teams, anyone that we come up against. I think when it comes down to it, I think Olympic have been pretty good at sort of getting itself up for the big day, and we've done that. I know over the course of the last 5 or 6 years. So I think it's probably just a bit more about the character of the boys that we've got within that change room.
Speaking of the change room, I remember going in there after the grand final loss last year. It was a pretty, somber place. Do you kind of channel that this week? Do you say, boys, remember that feeling? You don't want that feeling this week?
Look, I think a couple of the boys that were there last year have referred to it, even at training. But we've got a lot of new faces there, and I think it's probably not paying them the right service by harping back on last year. I mean, that's done, and that was Belconnen's year, and they deserved that win. And so now it's up to this current Olympic crop to go through and get the result.
And you probably had your first grand final before some of these boys this weekend were born.
Yeah, been around for a while, but every grand final you make is you've got to treasure it.
2-2 this season. Is it a bit of a flip a coin this weekend, or what do you reckon?
Well, I think any grand final is a bit of a flip of a coin. If we go out and do our stuff and do what Frank's taught us, hopefully we can get a result.
I think it'll be 5 grand final losses in 6 years if you blokes win this weekend. Do you take a bit of enjoyment in seeing Deakin constantly lose grand finals?
Look, you just don't take enjoyment in that. You take the enjoyment in winning the grand final, I guess, and that's what we're going to go out and try to do.
What worked for you guys, do you think, in that major semi a couple of weeks ago?
Look, I think we stuck to our game plan. We did what the coach asked of us, and it kind of worked.
You guys are always confident you could do that, because I guess it was only a couple of weeks before that we had the other result.
Yeah, you can't go into a game not being confident, so the grand final won't be any different.
How have you, a week off, has that helped a few of the boys, or everyone kind of fit and raring to go?
Yeah, everyone's pretty fit, ready to go. We'll see what happens. The week off was pretty good, I guess. It can go against you, but I think for us it should be a good thing.
And if it comes down to penalties, is there any way you can prepare for that, or just go in?
Nah, just put your body in front of the ball.
Do you guess, or?
I'm not going to reveal my secrets, but I've been around for a long time, so you can kind of know what's going on.